Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Oh, my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Oh, take that deep breath. Oh, we need to solve this Epstein files garbage and that whole Graham Plankton, whatever, the guy from Maine. Annoying. It's frustrating. But it shows the patriarchy in America, in the USA at least, I mean, all around the world, there's different things, but yeah, wow. Anyways, okay. Take a sip of that boiling hot, scorching patty tea. Today we might need a lot of sugar, You know. If you like it cold, hold the ice, cause the ice. Whew, oh, and I still laugh that vanilla ice had to cancel. When is the last time he performed somewhere that is known? Did he ever go to Vegas? Did it like I don't want to look it up because I don't want him thinking that people are actually because I would never go. No, especially like he leans right now. I would never go. Yeah. Cardi B? Oh yeah. I'll be there. What up, girl? But yeah. Anyway. Oh, Tony Braxton. Because yeah, I'm like, okay, let me go old school. Because Cardi B, she's still. But yeah. Okay. But anyway. Yeah, I haven't done an IQ episode in a very, very long time, like 2 years. And a lot has happened since the breakup and getting back on dating apps. Because even today, it's and I'm gonna try not to post as many or as like cause I'm trying to stop taking the screenshots because I need to just realize and learn that if people aren't gonna believe me, then they're never going to believe me. Check out my Patreon. I have so much evidence. But if you choose not to and you call me a liar or you say I'm talking out my other end or whatever, it is what it's gonna be, you know, at the end of the day. Because over the last few years, I provided so much evidence that show that when I speak the truth, babies. And over the last couple weeks, oh, okay. This is one thing that's happened twice where and this is where I keep talking about the Middle Eastern men because why do I keep getting so many Middle Eastern men? Especially like if you're Muslim, I'm not Muslim. I'm not, and I'm not converting. And like part of me, I'm like, is this why so many liberal men who are not religious, is this why they don't match with me? Because they think I'm gonna convert them, even though I'm like, nah. Because honestly, I earlier today I was debating, should I take Christian off my dating profile? I think that's the scarecrow in my profile. I think I'm scaring away a lot of the guys that I would actually want to date and be compatible with. And oh, I know some of the Christian people are like, oh, bless her heart. Oh my gosh, no, like, but with a lot of the conservative men or a lot of the Christian men, I'm not your girl. I'm really like, especially after all of the trauma. I mean, at the same time, I have no problem talking about religion and comparing and talking about religions around the world because I have an anthropology minor, so that's one reason why like sometimes when I watch a movie and I'm looking at the structure of their religion or the gods or spirits within, I have no problem talking about that. But if you start opening up that Bible and trying to tell me like I read the Bible here and there. But yeah, you're not gonna be trying to have me do some Bible study every week. That's not what. I'm not your girl. It's like one day, yeah, I want to create a video of all the pastors that I do listen and watch now. And I'm not gonna lie and say it's every Sunday or every week. Sometimes it might be a couple times a week while I'm writing or working on candles or something. But I don't know. It's just, yeah, I've been through a lot of trauma and a lot of stuff, but I feel safer dating wise when they're not religious. I feel like they're actually listening to me and they want to be good because they want to be good, not because they're in fear. And I want, like, because some of the Christian men out there, they're doing good just because they want to make sure they go to heaven. I want to go to heaven because I was a good person. I don't want to have to feel like I'm working for it, I'm earning it, I'm doing, like, no, I just want to do it, you know? But okay, sorry. It's like I'm venting because, oh, you do not know how many MAGA conservative men are swiping right on me. And especially when I have liberal or I don't date orange supporters or MAGA or anyone on the right or conservative. I put all of this in all of my profiles. I put this, but every single day, I have left and right conservative men trying to swipe right on me, and then most moderates are pretty Republican. So yeah, I want the left, I want the liberals, I want the Democrats, I want the yeah, I want yeah, men who know they're on the left, not the middle, not the right, just yeah, you get it, you get it, you get it. Because okay, like I said, oh yeah, I was starting off with the like, I've had two Middle Eastern men tell me on Facebook dating, I just got back from India and I really want to get to either, or one of them who's like, I really want to get to know you. And so let's take it off Facebook dating and we could just go on the messenger. And you know what? You know what? I'm going to be real petty. Let me go to the Facebook dating portion because I want you guys to like know like how much we did and did not talk about. Okay, I'm not going to say his name even though I want to say his name because this was October 21st, 2025. Oh, at 1:24 p.m. Yeah, I'm petty. It's like, okay, yeah, he had a blank message first. I'm like, okay. But then October 22nd, 2025 at 12:03 a.m. Hey, how's your day going? Then like so many of these men want to do that stupid both waved hello thing. It's just okay, just start talking. Have a conversation. It's like if you can't say hello on your own, you literally need a symbol high five. Like it's not cute. Like okay, maybe it's just me, but anyway. And then he writes me again, "Hey, how's your day going?" And then I respond on the 22nd, slow but okay. And then yours question mark whatever. He says not bad. And then January 16th of this year, he writes hello love with a heart emoji. And then yeah, but that's it until Tuesday at 5:35 p.m. Hello love, you are so beautiful. What have I been telling you guys? I respond, I'm average. Because, yeah, looking at my exes, I'm average. Anyway, no, you are not my love. And see, like with all these men, they think they could just call us any, like, I have a name. Just say my name. I don't need you saying my love and beautiful. Like the love bombing, all the little cutesy, like, no. It's like, okay, that's called, like, I won't say full blown romance or whatever, but it's like, yeah, you're trying to warm up my cup of tea and I didn't ask for it. I didn't say I was ready for it yet. So, anyway, can we talk in Facebook Messenger? You only talk to me when you're bored. Because, yeah, that's literally only, like, it's like he never wants to start a conversation or anything. And some people are going to be like, well, you didn't really say much. Yeah, because so many men write or they swipe right, and then people don't know. It's exhausting because then when I try to have a conversation, I put all of my energy in. And I think that's one reason why with Mr. Spider, Mr. No Heart, and so like I'm able to talk to people for hours. But there's times where if I'm working on my projects, if I'm doing my thing, like I want them to put a little work in. I want to see what kind of communication skills they have. And many of them have none. And it's frustrating and annoying. And I'm a sapiosexual, so that's another reason why sometimes I'm like, okay, let's see what you got. And most of them have nothing. And so like with let me go back to the message because there's a little bit, the ending really was funny. So we can talk in Facebook Messenger, and then I ask about and question mark, and he says just to talk, and then he put his Facebook profile thing up on it. Then then this jerk had the nerve to tell me don't be scared. I don't know you, and I mean you're acting like a catfish. Most catfish do exactly what he did. And then he said that he just got back. Oh, no, love. Actually, for the last 3 months, I was in India. I just came 2 days ago. Dating app is not working in India, so that's why. Is that true? Because I've had other guys say that too, so I guess it's true, but at the same time, it's like, um, so you know you're gonna be leaving the country. Like so many times I've had it where men just so happen to swipe right on me and then say hello or whatever. And then they go to India for months. And then they come back and be like, oh, okay, let's just continue where we left off. And usually it was just hello and how are you? If that, or they're trying to get me to their bedroom. Do you know how many, like, right before they leave to go to India, they try to ask me to go over there to their house to sleep with them? Do you know how many times that's happened? Many times. Too many times. Yeah. And so, anyway, like, yeah, how many men that are conservative? Because, yeah, there's this one guy who he's a moderate, but I can already tell. Like, okay, one thing that I do like about Facebook dating, you can look at someone's Instagram and also like some of their music choices. I've been able to, like, especially when a man doesn't want to bring up politics and stuff like that, their photos, their music, and their Instagram is gold. So sometimes if you're wondering, especially if you want to swipe right but you're not sure yet, but it's like you think you want to see if you can get some more clues, right there, it's right. Like, you do not know how many men I've caught lying, because I already told you guys there was this one black guy on Bumble who he said he was a liberal, But he only said he was a liberal because he wants to get a liberal woman. Because he was a conservative. We were talking, and almost everything he was bringing up was conservative. And I'm like, are you conservative or liberal? Because you said you're liberal. And he was like, oh, well, I'm more conservative. Once I asked him, then why did you say that you're liberal on your dating profile? He could not have blocked me faster. He disappeared. He was gone. He ghosted me like Casper. That boy was like faster than like Speedy Gonzalez. Roadrunner. Dang, like they could have run a relay. Shoot. But it, and then also, since I broke up with Mr. Spider, it's there's some areas in my life where like it's a hot mess right now, but there's others where I kind of like what I started doing because it makes me reflect and also pause because whenever I think about him, which now I've got to do that's right before I go to bed. Whenever I think about him, I make myself lift weights and I keep because for months I kept saying that I want to start getting into shape and I want to lose some weight and things like that. And I did last year and I was doing pretty well, but then with my disability, one of the things activated my body so much that I had to stop to heal, but then I got really nervous and scared to start again. And so after the breakup, and especially like I just made my intro or the sample candle to test, and I was so excited to show him. And so right now it's like working on the website, working on the final intro collection for the candles. And so it's like I'm burning like I just finished burning the sample candle. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. But I still need to figure out that wick. I talk about it on the nerd channel, but oh, it's like I'm going through round three, so I'm gonna have to make a note. Oh, but yeah, I learned something though about like the sample candles and everything like that. So I'm learning. I'm taking notes. I'm learning. It's a progress. But whenever I think about them, especially now, like since I made that sample candle, I had it in my bag, ready to show him during. I thought we were having our anniversary dinner. So the fact that every time I look at that candle, I think about the heartbreak and how trauma, like that hurts so much because I was so excited. But now I'm learning how to turn it around though, because while I work on my business, while I'm working on the candles, figuring the science and everything out, while creating the greeting cards that's going to complement some of them, whenever I think about him, I lift weights. And I also added a couple other things, and I have two new contraptions that's going to be coming later this month. I'm so, so excited. So I will be able to have an indoor gym that fits in my bedroom that's going to be 100% accessible. Well, one of the items has to fit in the basement, but oh my God, like that's probably not going to be until August, but I'm so excited. I am so excited. And so, yeah, I'm getting extra sweaty every day because of it. So, and with that, I am looking up what is my version of beauty. And so, doing research on that and figuring out different styles for my hair. And because, yeah, when it comes to the men on some of these apps, there was one who wrote me and told me, "Oh, I like that you press your hair. I don't like that afro mess. It's like at the yeah, it's like that just looks tacky and ugly. And I'm like, so you're trying to date an African American, an Afro American. Like, you're trying to date a woman with Afro hair, but you're telling me that you don't like Afro hair. But if you're gonna date a woman and then you say you want kids, if I have your child, that child's gonna have some kinky hair. It's gonna be mixed, but it's gonna have some kinky, like not the. Look at this, yeah, like this hair plus that hair. Oh, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be kinky. And oh, he said something about or he learned about relaxers because yeah, he was just like, well, you guys have that cream stuff or that stuff that makes it permanent, straight, permanently straight. And I'm just like, that would be the child's decision. It's like, and I would want to raise my child where they love their hair because after the verbal abusing I went through with my hair, I would never want any of my children to feel that way. Not no. I want them to know that their hair is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing. And Afro American hair defeats gravity. Ours perform magic tricks that others can't do. Ours can hold a braid like none of theirs can. So it's like, yes, it's not society's stereotypical beauty, but it's beautiful and it's amazing and it can do many things that other hair textures can't do. Is it harder to maintain? Yeah, but I mean, it's amazing at the same time. I've had to learn that because of the trauma that I faced. But the questions men have asked me over the last couple weeks about my hair is just, oh yeah, because one of them he like because I do wear sew-ins. I'm gonna wear sew-ins and wigs and things sometimes, but I'm not going to put a relaxer in my hair. I'm not putting chemicals in my hair. I have been natural for a long time. I would have been natural for oh a little over 20 years, but when I went to get my hospitality, like the marketing or not marketing, the hotel and restaurant management certification, the women there told me I had to get a relaxer for job hunting. And so yeah, they weren't going to like let me interview for a specific company if not. Yeah, so that's when, yeah, I had to restart all over again. And then, even, oh, after that, I had to restart over again because I was trying to apply for jobs with going natural again. And yeah, my mom again. And some of the jobs, yeah, especially like marketing and advertising. Oh, the companies that I interviewed with and the ignorant, stereotypical racist things some of them said. Despicable. Oh, but let's see. Oh, but since I am lifting weights every time I think about Mr. Spider, which, okay, I'm going to have to do it twice now. Like, there's other guys who are on diets and stuff like that. So, with one of them, he was like, oh, I hope I don't talk about it too much. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. It's like, I'm working on my figure, my body too. I was like, I really want to work on my weight since like my family's from the South, and I was like, you know how the Southern food is and stuff. So I'm trying to change my diet, my habits and stuff. So he told me about parts of his diet plan. And then I told him about my ideas and what I've been doing so far. And all of a sudden he was just like, oh, but I think you're going to need blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, mm, well, you don't know what my goals are. And also, like, they've even shown how men and women, like, we're affected by different things in different ways, and or even working out. Like, it's like I'm lifting weights, but it's like I don't want to be bulky, but it's like I'm learning that it won't make me bulky and how to take advantage of it to make sure that I get my legs stronger and stuff like that or whatever. But I mentioned to him a particular food that I'm adding, and I'm like, with what you're talking about, I am planning on buying this in bulk and blah blah blah. And he was like, "Oh, I would have never thought of that." Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like so cuz I don't know, it's like he was kind of talking to me like I was dumb. But then once I started laying out parts of my plan and how I've been looking at international cultures and what they do and how they do it and things like that, and some of the healthiest countries in the world and their diet plans, their common foods and things. But he didn't do any of that, but he was trying to tell me what I should do, but it sounds like basic American, yeah. And I don't know, it's just I'm gonna have a lot of dating nightmares IQ episodes because I have so many screenshots that I want to either go over or go over again, but mostly go over because you guys have seen over the last 2 years some of the same sample of terrible messages that I've gotten from men. And you hear that even the last couple weeks, I have gotten some absolutely terrible messages from men. And it's it's pretty interesting and pretty sad, but because even Mo wrote me back again. If you don't know about Mo, you need to go to Patreon. Some of it's paid, some of it's free, but he he wrote me off of Scout and Meet Me and Facebook and lastly Duet. I want to say Plenty of Fish too, but I admit I don't think I have the screenshots to prove Plenty of Fish. But he was such a bully. He called me ugly and stupid, and he told me since I am of a certain age, men have no use for me. But this guy has talked to so many women. Again, he's talked to me on Meet Me and Scout, Plenty of Fish, and Duet. Each time he does not realize that he's already bullied me, that he's already put me down and or telling me to pass away and move on to a different realm or whatever. He's done all of that. But now he's on Duet. I guess he treats you depending on the platform. Because with, I think it was Scout, where, I mean, he said something, but it was like he was trying to rush me or whatever. So I replied yes. Be like, I mean, I didn't like, or I didn't have an explanation point or whatever, but I did say yes because it's like, yes, I see you. Yeah, like, it's like, because if all you're going to do is say hey, and then the next day you say hey again, some men, like, they talk to so many women, they talk to a bunch of women, then they erase their history or whatever, and then they write the same women again. Because if someone doesn't respond within 30 to 90 days, it's like you can't just keep writing them. And so, yeah, that's one reason why, like, some guys, they'll erase it and act like they didn't write you. And then, yeah, it's like I started slowly learning the tricks because, like, some of the guys would even tell, because I'm like, you just wrote me yesterday. And then they told me what they did in order to be able to write me again. This is some garbage. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman. I am of color, and I am handy capable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.